So you were just saying it's something that you'll never forget.
It's something I'll never forget.
Yeah.
See, you know, situation, I was so worried about my nieces, and they was in the house, and they said they hear the pipes popping, and then the walls caving in on them and stuff like that. I was driving them down the road for like 15, 20 minutes, trying to make it to down here just to see was they okay, you know. But when I was on my way down here, it got real dark again. It was a big old cloud, and they was like, it's another, I was listening to the radio, it says another one heading this way, heading towards Trinity, and I just took off, went back to the cater, parked at the store for a minute, and then I was on my way back down here, trying to, you know, back and forth, and then I finally went home and I took shelter myself, because it had got so bad, so I got in the tub, and I was from the tub to the closet with my hands stuck in my ear, and my phone was working, it was coming in and out, and they was calling me. It was just the obvious thing that I had just talked to Fred too, and it was like 3:30. I got off work. I had talked to him, and he was saying, "I'm just going to try to leave work a little early today." So he said, and he left on. He said, "Baby can get out." And he left on, and he wasn't even at work yet before it had hit. He was sitting out in Julia's grandmother's house. Right. And then he called me back and said the house is gone. And the day after we came down here, I was just in such shock. You know, I really, you know, try to stick with them and wrote this thing out with the situation because you don't know when it's your last, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody needs to stick together on any kind of circumstances, you know, because everybody things ain't promised forever. Don't take this stuff, material stuff, just like, you know, this is what this is. God can come here and take it away anytime. He can come now and just stop his finger, you know? And so he's trying to make everybody realize that situation on stuff like this. We ain't never heard nothing happen in the cattle like this or nothing like this. So now it's the time to thank God and take everything serious. When they say take shelter or whatever, just take it serious.
Thank God I'm alive.
Thank God I'm alive.
So when you see your niece now, how do you feel?
I feel so good to be on my baby. I don't know what I would have did without her. These somebody children growing up with, you know, took care of since they was babies or whatever. That really would affect you, you know. So it's my boo, and I'm happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Just really hard and everything. She said, "Mom, why are you crying?" And I said, "Well, I'm just happy. You just don't understand knowing how God spared y'all. I wasn't here. You know, I was at work, but if I would have been here, I mean, I ain't gonna tell him where, I probably would have spazzed out. I don't know. But God knows exactly what he does. I mean, he does everything for a reason."
Right. And so tell us, outside of this, what has your financial situation? I know people have offered to, I don't know what they've done. I'm just going to ask you, what has your financial situation been like? Has it been hard? I know that, you know, Avis said that, you know, she's a country girl at heart, and being in the city sometimes is kind of hard. So tell us, how have you adapted to living in another place, knowing that your home is no longer there?
It's kind of bad because you used to living where you lived at, used to going to your things, and you know, when it first hit, we didn't have no place to go. We had to find a location. All the lights were off. We went to Athens, went to Athens to stay. Then we didn't have no gas. We had to wait in line like 2 hours for gas, and we didn't have no clothes. You know, no big store was open. Everything was closed. No power, and we didn't have any necessities what you normally have. That night we went over to my sister's house. She didn't have any power, but she gave us clothes because we didn't have any clothes, you know. And we were wet because all the rain soaking wet, you know.
And so directly behind you is where your father-in-law's barbecue restaurant used to be, directly behind you?
When it pulled facing down. But when I came over there that day, when I came after the tornado hit, wasn't nothing there. No chairs, no nothing. seemed like the tornado had swooped everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And it dropped it over there in a field back there. You can see the trees that are laying sideways. I guess it had died down and it went over there. It just landed in the trees over there. The restaurant, the trees from the restaurant, the tables, they all were landed right over there. It was nothing over there. You could even tell that that was a restaurant. The sign was gone.
Hmm.
The plating and the sign was gone. All you seen was a little stand. And that restaurant been there over 20 years.
Wow. Well, let me ask you, and I know that this has been devastating. I'm glad that you all are alive. And so I wanted to know if you could tell everybody how financially you've been doing, and people don't really see what's going on behind the scenes, but are you all still paying a mortgage on this property, or tell me a little bit about that and what you all need exactly.
Well, we're still paying a mortgage on this property and we're still paying the amount of the place that we're staying in now.
Okay.
You know, we just trying, paying, trying to make it. We got it because we still pay mortgage. We still have to buy all new stuff, clothes and shoes and stuff like that. But right now, we're doing what we can do to survive,
Right.
survive until we can rebuild. Try to get rebuilt, and then that's a whole nother issue.
Right.
That's a whole nother issue. Just, making sure we find somebody that's not going to rip us off. And then with this house being here, there's a ditch down there that when the tornado hit, a lot of trees fell in the ditch, so the water doesn't flow out as well. So it's a possibility that this area might flood. So we're just stuck between a rock and a hard place. We don't know. We need to rebuild. We want to rebuild here, but if we rebuild here, there's a possibility that it might overflow when it comes, a heavy rain comes. So we don't know what to do.
Right. So there are certain necessities that she needs as well, and the money that you all had for other things, now you have to take that money and stretch it out, and now you've got a daughter going off to college, and we know how expensive that can be. So there are things that she needs as well that you probably all did not have the money to, you already had money set aside, but now you got to take that money and do other things with it because you have, obviously there's nothing, you have to start over again.
Gotta start all over. It is, it ain't. It's just hard. Like we still got to get a trailer out here to help get up some of this debris. We still,
Right.
waiting. We got to go. It's hard.
Well, I know that this was just a horrible and tragic situation, but I'm so glad that you all are alive. You're my family, and I love you. But what can you say to the people to encourage them after something as devastating as this? What's most important to you right now?
My family. I know that they're alive. Because, I mean, it was so... And you just take things for granted. You never, the night before it hit, I sat up in my den and watched TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought I wouldn't be able to go back to that same area again,
Right.
And you just, you realize all the things you worked for, so hard for, you're paid for. And you just, it ain't like you go there and you get money, you just go backward. It ain't like that. You work so hard, you put your hard time into purchasing these different items. You remember, you see things laying around here that, you remember the history behind it.
Right.
And it really hurts. And I just, I just feel like people need to realize that, God is good. God is good always. He'll never make no mistakes. And I know that if he put me in this situation, and if he put anybody in this situation, that,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to bring you out.
Right.
He don't make any mistakes. So I take it and I go on day by day. And sometimes, I get a little sad because I'm living, but you have to, you have to go on. We got our lives and we just, we wake up, put one foot in front of the other and try to make that day the best day we can get. We can have.
Well, Effie, I want to thank you for this interview, and it will not go in vain. Want to tell people about, your story, and I'm glad that you were strong enough to tell us this. And do you have any last words, Avis? Anything you want to tell, like maybe your peers, things that they may have been going through? Maybe you want to share something with them?
All this stuff about, you worry every day about what people have to say about you and stuff and how you look and stuff. And after something like this happened, you have a big change. You realize what's more important in life.
Right,
Some things you have for granted.
right,
You don't even want to hide.
right. Well, thank you, Avis, for sharing your story with us. And this is going to be the end of our small documentary. But we want to thank you and glad you're still here and know that everything's going to be all right. Okay, thank you.